Let's now take a look at managing the site settings. Alright, so you can see in this drawing, let me just go into the site plan first here. Okay, and let me just set my visual style to hidden lines. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, so you could see if I zoom in here, okay, you can see there's a dark line there, okay, and there's a dark line there, right? Okay, so there's a dark line you can see there, and then there's lighter lines in here, okay? So I'm going to tell you that each of these lines here represent 1 foot, okay, in elevation, each one of these lines. And each of the dark lines, if you count, okay, these represent every 10 feet. Okay, so by default, again, we've got the lighter lines at every 1 foot and the darker lines at every 10 feet. Let me show you how to manage those, how these lines look. Okay, so if I go into my, again, massing and site, model site, and you can see there's a little button here called site settings. If I click onto that, there's my site settings right there. So if you take a look at the contour line display at intervals of 10 feet. So there's 10 feet right there. Those are the darker lines. Okay, and then you'll also notice that there are incremental lines. Those are the lighter lines. They're called secondary contours. Those are done at every 1 foot. You could see that here. Alright, so I'm going to change that just so I could show it to you. Let's say I wanted it every 5 feet now. Okay, so now look. The primary lines are set at every 5 feet now. Okay, and let's say now the incrementals, I want the incrementals to be set at maybe every 2 feet. Okay, so you could see obviously we wouldn't do that because that looks very odd having the larger one, but let's say I set that back to 10 feet. Okay, so there you go, at every 10 feet, and the incrementals are set at every 2 feet. Okay, so there we go. Okay, those are called, again, those are managing your site settings, more importantly, the large intervals as well as the incremental or the secondary contours.